to Vincent, and I'm going to explain to you the clothes of the Civil War, the clothes of the people at home during the Civil War. Do you know how different our clothes today are from the clothes of people during the Civil War? My purpose today is going to answer that question for you. Let's start with the babies. When children were born, parents dressed their children, boys and girls, in long white cotton dresses. When children could crawl, these dresses were extremely helpful because they might try to crawl into the fire or near the fire and burn themselves. But with that long dresses, they would get all tangled up and couldn't crawl. And also, a table leg could be put over the end of the dress, and then that would stop them from crawling too. When these dresses got dirty, all the parents needed to do to wash them was to put them in a pot of boiling water. All stains, food, and anything else that was on it would be washed away. Young boys, from about the ages of 4 and 5, would wear dresses just like their little sisters. When a little boy was potty trained, then he would move into clothes like his father and brothers. A little boy's shirt would be probably cotton, sometimes wool. Their trousers were probably wool too. During the warmer weather, boys would wear knickerbockers. Knickerbockers are a kind of woolen pants about knee length, which would keep a boy cooler. These pants were only allowed until a boy was about in his teenage years. When boys went out in public, they'd wear vests, which is usually woolen too, and would sometimes wear a hat and shoes. A country boy might not get his first pair of shoes till his feet stop growing. But on the other hand, a city boy would wear nice low-cut leather boots. Young girls would always wear dresses, from the moment they were born to when they died. Young girls, whose dresses were shorter than their mothers, their dress length was dependent on how old they were. A young girl of about 7 would wear a dress just above her knees. But a girl of 11 or 12 would wear a dress about an inch below her knees. As a girl got older and taller, her dress got longer. By the time she was old enough to be married, her dress would be down to the ground. About stockings. Stockings kept your feet warm, and they were very stylish. When a young girl got a new pair of stockings, they would always be striped. They would usually be white and tan or blue or color like that. When she was a grown woman, though, she would just wear plain old white stockings. A grown woman would wear dresses just like her daughter, except that it was longer and down to the ground. And also, she had more layers under her dress. The young girls did not wear all these layers, which I'm sure they are very glad of once you hear this list. The first layer started with drawers, or what we now call underwear. These drawers were usually made of cotton, and their underwear was trimmed in lace. The next layer of clothing that they would wear was a camisole. This too was made of cotton. When taking a bath, you would not want to get fully undressed because the wash basin would be in the kitchen where the fire was. And your family would probably be in the kitchen also in the evening. On the bottom half, one would wear stockings, which were cotton, which I already told you about, which were white. One might wear garters, which were used to hold up the stockings when going out in public, so you wouldn't have to bend down and pull up your stockings if they started to fall down. The list of underclothes goes on. It includes a corset, which reduced a woman's frame by pulling strings very tight. And then there was a hoop skirt, which is usually made of steel or whalebone, 2 petticoats, and then a bodice, which was the top part of her dress. Did you know that ladies' dresses back then were actually made in 2 parts? There was the top half, which is called a bodice, and the bottom half, which is called a skirt. They were usually made in the same fabric and pattern. The skirt was sometimes held up with braces, which we now call suspenders. To top it off, they would probably wear some slippers and sometimes a belt. I'm sure you can't wait to hear what else they wore when they went out in public. Well, for starters, they would wear a shawl when it's cold, boots, gloves, and if you were an older lady or married, you would wear a bonnet. But if you were still young, you would wear a hat. Then they would probably carry a sandalwood fan to cool themselves in the hot weather, a parasol to keep their complexion nice, and in their purse they might carry their handkerchief. In closing, I would encourage you to read some more about civilians' clothing during the American Civil War. It is a very interesting topic, especially if you dress up in old-fashioned clothing. If you have children, they would probably enjoy dressing up with you.